Hi guys, Matt Thomas here at Cedar Rock Studio Gallery in Indiana, and today I've got the lovely honor of presenting the new Lone Tree Model Q to you. Now this is a 2022 Model Q. It's got a lovely ring to it. And I had gotten to experience this guitar at the Vancouver Guitar Festival this year, and it blew my socks off. So I called Alan right away and said, "You gotta get this thing." And oh man, is it special. So it features a German spruce top. It's interesting to twist that in front of the camera. As you can tell, it's got an asymmetrical body, but we'll get into that. German spruce top over, look at this gorgeous Malaysian Blackwood. Now, what I absolutely love is what he's done with the accents and the center strip here. I mean, it's perfectly matchbooked. He could have just left it gorgeous like that. But he went ahead and put this really cool multi-piece wood strip in here that's got red bordering. It's got a little brass pipe and some silver pipe and just all kinds of different accents that are really unique. Now, it's also got that on the butt here too. Now, as you get back over here, this rosette's also got that red purfling with the black, and it's got this lovely brass piece right here that really shimmers in the light. Doesn't really do it justice to take pictures of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this camera and try to look at that. How cool is that? Now, the Model Q is an asymmetric body. So when you look down, it's a 13 fret to body on the bass side. But on the treble side, it's 14 fret to body. And the body's asymmetrical as well. So it puts the bridge in 13 fret or 14 fret position. So you get a little more of the open 13 fret sound on the basses and more of a punchy treble out of that side of the instrument. It's brilliant concept. And not just that, the way it sits on your body is absolutely luscious. It's really comfortable. Even though it's a bigger guitar, it really does not feel cumbersome to work around. Now, before we move on to the neck, I do want to mention it's got a sound port as well. So you can really hear a lot of the tone out of this instrument from here. Now, it does have an asymmetrical neck as well. And what I mean by that is he's carved it harder on the bass side. So, I mean, there's no effort to wrap your thumb. You can almost wrap the whole darn thing around it. But as you get up, that angle changes across the neck and it becomes flatter on the treble side that way. So as you get up here, the tendency is to shift your hand a bit, and he accounted for that. So that's killer, Steve. I really love what you've done with these necks. Now, as you look down, he's got these very enlarged brass pipes with a black dot right in the center of it. So even in a hurry, you just glance down and you exactly see where you need to be. Now, it has a Macassar ebony bridge and Macassar ebony fretboard that's really speckly. I had no idea what it was at first, so I'm glad that there was some specs sent along with it rather than me guessing. But here at the 12th fret, it's also got a really kind of polished brass Q to represent what this model is. Now, as you get into the headstock here, there's a multi-arrangement of woods on the head cap. And what I thought was one of the coolest things is his inlay scheme across through that into the truss rod cap. And the truss rod cap is really elaborate and shaped. That's one of the most unique versions of a truss cap I've ever seen, especially the way it just kind of hides itself in the multi-patch of wood. Now, as you flip it over, it does have some what would appear like scholar tuners, and it's got a Malaysian Blackwood head cap as well. But enough about how freaking gorgeous this is. Oh, and as I shimmer that, I realize It's also got Evo Gold fret wire, so it's gonna last for a very long time. Especially because you're gonna want to play this a lot. It is just very unique. At first, with the first Model Q that was satin finish, I assumed that it was the satin finish that made it so lively. No, whatever he's doing on the voicing is phenomenal. It feels very, very open, and this is a brand new guitar. It's kind of defies what you'd think, but it's very easy to play. The setup is just phenomenal on it, and goodness gracious, it just rings and rings and rings. And it's got unbelievable headroom. I'm gonna smack this bass string, so if you have headphones on, careful. Oh my goodness. It actually creates this sonic overtone when you really dig in to the instrument. It's a very unique experience. And I can't wait to play this thing a little more. So if you've got any further questions, message Alan at cedarrockstudio.com, and I may still be here playing on this thing. Thanks for listening.